Um, let's talk about how to solve exponential equations and logarithmic equations. So I have the first question that is under exponential equations, which is saying solve for x. The exponential equation e to the power x minus 3 is equal to 4e to the power negative x. So what I want you to understand is that when you have x to the power negative 2, this is the same as x to the power is basically the same as 1 on top. To remove the negative, so it's 1 over x to the power 2. It's the same thing. So to remove the negative, you put 1 on top. So using this principle, meaning this is the same as e raised to the power x minus 3 is equal to 4, then times this is the same as 1 over e to the power x. Negative has now gone. So then this is the same as e to the power x minus 3 is equal to 4 over e to the power x, like that. At this point I can cross multiply and I'll have e times e to the power x times e to the power x is e raised to the power 2x minus 3e to the power x is equal to 4. Shift 4 to the other side, e raised to the power 2x minus 3 e raised to the power x minus 4 is equal to 0. When you reach at this point, the only thing that you can do now is to let e raised to the power x be equal to y, meaning wherever there is, so this is the same as e raised to the power x, and then raised to the power 2 outside. No, not like this. What I mean is I'll put 2 outside like this, then minus, but it's the same thing anyway, then 3 e raised to the power that, then minus 4 is equal to 0. So what I'll do now is where there is e to the power x, I'll put y. So I have y. Now because there is 2 outside, is to be y to the power 2 minus 3y minus 4 is equal to 0. So at this point, product negative 4, sum negative 3, factors, two numbers that should be negative 4 and positive 1. So if I multiply them, negative 4, I add them, negative 3. So it's y minus 4 and y plus 1 is equal to 0. Then I have y minus 4 is equal to 0 and y plus 1 is equal to 0. So y is equal to 4 and y is equal to negative 1. Remember, we had to let e raised to the power x is equal to, so when x is 4, what will be the value of y? When you have this, when you have got e, you introduce ln. If you can't make the base to be the same, you introduce ln. So you introduce natural log both sides, even here natural log of 4. The property of log allows us to shift the power to become influence. So x natural log of e is equal to natural log of 4. One thing I want you to understand is ln e is always 1 because ln is in base e. So that would mean to say this is 1, so x is equal to ln 4. You can end here. Another person can tell me to say x is equal to ln 4. 4 is the same as 2 to the power 2. So x can be equal to, you drop the power 2 ln 2. This is also the answer. It's either you end here if you want, or you end there. That's the same thing. Then now, let's now plug in the value when x is negative 1. So we have e raised to the power x is equal to negative 1. Introduce ln, even here ln. Now ln of negative any logarithmic of negative is undefined. So here it has failed. So here it has got no solution. So this is undefined. So the only answer here is that x should be equal to ln 4, or you can say x is equal to 2 ln 2. You end there. So that's how you can solve that one. Now let's now look at the second part, which is now talking about logarithmic equations. So how can I solve this logarithmic equation? In simple terms, this logarithmic equation, I can solve it by first changing the base of this guy to be the same as the base of this guy. So we change from base A, from base 4 to base 2. So if you have got log base A of B, you want to change this to base C. Base C, it goes like this: log B divided by log A. So the base, you put it here. So I've changed now. Now in this case, we're using the same formula. A in this case is 4, B is 4x minus 3, and C is the one we want to make the base to be 2. So you just follow this. So it's log base C is 2, B is 4x minus 3. Then you divide this by log C is 2, then A is 4. I can simplify the down part. That becomes base 2 4x minus 3. Then you divide this by 4, can be written as 2 to the power 2. The property of log allows me to shift the power to become in front. So this is log base 2 4x minus 3. I divide this by log base 2 of 2, then I've dropped that 2. So log base 2 of 2, log of base itself is 1. So this goes. So then what we have remained with is this. It's now log base 2 4x minus 3 divided by 2. Now when you have this, I can get rid of everything here. I no longer need it. It's the same as 1 over 2 log base 2 of 4x minus 3. It's the same because I've just shifted this. So if I multiply again the 1 times log, it will take me back to this. So the property of log allows us to shift the power to become in front. Again, what is in front, it can be the power. So again, that is. So now what I have here, I will replace this. Log base 2 x minus 2, then minus half log base 2 of what? Log base 2 of 4x minus 3 is equal to 0. Now I'm going to shift this to go to the other side. So log base 2x minus 2 is equal to half log base 2 of 4x minus 3. Now I want to make the base to be the same in orientation, meaning that in front I don't need to have anything. So I'll shift this to go in front. So now I have got log base 2 of x minus 2 is equal to log base 2 4x minus 3 raised to the power half. Anything raised to the power half is basically the same as the square root. So I'll say log base 2 x minus 2 is equal to log base 2 the square root of 4x minus 3. But even if you don't put it the square root, it's the same thing. You end up having the same answer. When you reach at this point, you can cancel the log. So then you end up having, you equate this equal to this. So x minus 2 is equal to the square root of 4x minus 3. When you reach at this point, you can square both sides. To get rid of this and this will cancel. So then we have got x squared times, or x times x is x squared. Then x times 2 is 2x, negative 2 times x, negative 2x, 2 times 2, positive 4 is equal to 4x minus 3. Shift everything here to go to the other side. X squared minus this is 4x. If I shift this 4x again, it will be 4x. Then plus 4 plus 3 is equal to 0. So my quadratic equation will be x squared minus 4x, that is going to give me 8, right? Negative 8. Then plus 4 plus 3, 7 is equal to 0. So we have got the product, positive 7, the sum, negative 8, the factors should be negative 7 and negative 1. Not so. So meaning that x minus 7, x minus 1 is equal to 0. What I've done here, you guys, you know that method of using quadratic equation where you start replacing now this with these factors. So in this case, I just do direct. It's basically the same as what I've done. But if you are not okay with this method, for the fact that this is positive 8, okay, let me take you back. I don't want problems. I want to take you back a bit. I'll start from here replacing there, but I'll still come back to this. So I'll have x squared minus 7x minus 1, which is x just, plus 7 is equal to 0. Factor out x. Then here factor out negative 1, x minus 7. So I've got x minus 1 and x minus 7 is equal to 0. This part is the same as this part. This can only work when this is positive 1. So meaning that x is equal to 1. I've shifted x to go to the other side, and also x is equal to 7. What happens now is that logs has got what we call extraneous solutions. You have now to go back and replace the values. So if x is negative 1 or is positive 1, is it going to give me positive everywhere? So if I plug in the value where there is x, because I can't have log as negative, so I plug in positive 1 here, which is 1 minus 7 minus 2 is negative 1. So then this is undefined. Therefore x is equal to 1 is not part of the solution. 7, if I put 7 here, it will give me positive. What of here? Positive. Therefore the only solution for this equation is x is equal to 7. So if you just answer the question, then you leave it like this. So now the final answer will be the only solution for this equation is x is equal to 7. Done. That's the solution for this type of logarithmic equations. Okay.